After the most recent patch to Valorant, Phoenix has put himself in a spot where he is one of the best agents that can be played and one of the most consistent agents that you can play in Valorant. With Sage's nerf combined with Phoenix's buffs that he got, he is all of a sudden one of the most versatile agents that you can play. He has the ability to wall off lines of sight, to flash, around corners and stuff like that. He has the ability to do damage with his fireballs, which, kind of can be used as grenades in a way. And then with both the wall and the fireball that he has the ability to heal himself. On top of all of those, he has his ultimate, which allows him to, peak angles and push really aggressively without being punished. Right? The worst thing that happens with a Phoenix ult is that you use it, you push out, you die, and that's it. you lose your shield if you had it before. That's the worst thing that happens. Best case scenario, you run in, you get a couple kills, you ace, whatever, and then you come back and you're full 100 health with all your guns reloaded. So he allows you to play extremely aggressively if you want, especially using his flashes and healing himself. But then you can also play kind of passively and hold angles, and you can use his wall to block off lines of sight. That way you can, peek certain angles without being punished. So overall, he is one of the most versatile agents that you can play in the game. You'll see in this gameplay in the background that the majority of the time I was using both his wall and his fireball to heal myself, which I think is the most important use of his whole kit, is the fact that he can heal himself. It does take a while, and it's very noticeable where you're healing yourself. But, right here, right on screen, you see me, in mid. I know that my teammates are pushing through a spawn, so I know nobody's going to be behind me. Nobody could have gotten through to a site because that's where they pushed from. And so I know that I'm able to, just kind of sit there, heal myself up. And then I used my ult to push in and actually get a couple kills. So I personally use both his wall and his fireball more to heal, but they definitely can be used to block lines of sight and do damage. His flash is kind of difficult to get used to at first, getting the angle right. You have to be near an angle and make sure that you don't flash yourself or your teammates. In my experience, it helps to hold close to the wall, and then as soon as you throw it, start to peek around the corner and do it kind of swing around the corner, if that makes sense. You don't want to peek right on the wall because you're going to have a worse line of sight than your enemy. So you want to flash and then push around and kind of swing the corner. In this game play right here, I think I dropped 41 kills with Phoenix. So he is a duelist, and you should use him as such. You should be, pushing aggressively, especially with his ult, and, using his kit to your advantage. Use him as an agent that gets those first couple of picks in a round. I think I had first blood like 9 of the rounds in this game, just because that's how you're supposed to use him. You're supposed to push up and get those kills. He's not a difficult agent to use. Definitely, if you're new to Valorant and you're new to FPSs, he's a great agent to kind of start out with. He doesn't have a whole lot of team play besides his wall, so you don't have to worry about screwing things up for the rest of your team. And really the only thing you can do wrong is flash your teammates or throw the fireball at your teammates. Definitely when it comes to using his ult, what you want to do, you never want to be close to the enemies when you use your ult, because you don't want to die and then be able to push onto your body, so as you're respawning, they don't have the potential to get that quick refrag. What you want to do is you want to kind of keep your distance, and his ult has a good amount of time that you can use it. You see right here, I peek out and I'm actually able to push up, and the reason you want to push up is because if I stayed back it would have given them a chance to push up onto my actual body. Here I use the firewall to block the line of sight. The way I can push up and get a better angle if they were to peek out into mid. Of course, I died to the Raze ult right there. Stupid move. I was backing up. I should have just pushed out to the right. But in any case, yeah, he is a top tier agent in my opinion. If you're looking for good agents to, that are always solid picks, really any of the duelist, Jett's really the only one that I feel takes a lot more skill to really use her abilities correctly. But Raze, Phoenix, Sage, operators like that, agents like that, I mean, you can pretty much use and not be punishing your team, if that makes sense. Brimstone's another one. You can the only reason I would say not to pick Brimstone if you're new to the game is just because using his smokes can be really important with your team. That's more of a, he's a controller, he's more of a team agent, so you definitely want to start out with somebody like Phoenix. But another reason that I really like Phoenix as an agent is all of his abilities are pretty cheap. That's one of my biggest issues with playing somebody like Sage, is her wall is 400. And so that forces you to kind of prioritize in some rounds, especially if you're low on money. It's like, okay, well, do I want to get abilities and, do I want to get a Vandal or a Phantom and then not have abilities, or do I want my abilities but then have to settle for like a Bulldog or a Spectre or something like that? So, using an agent that has low economy abilities can be really useful because, they're still extremely powerful abilities. You don't have to spend as much on them. But in any case, I'll let the rest of this video go through. I'd appreciate it if you watch to the end. There's some pretty interesting clips in here that you can learn from. Definitely, if you're looking to learn how to play, different agents and stuff, just honestly just watch people playing them. Watch experienced and good players using those agents and see how they use them. You see right there, I flashed around the corner and it allowed me to get a kill on that Sage. I was actually trying to kill the Jett. I used the wall right here real quick to heal up to 100 before I peek back out. This Raze was being an idiot, jumping across the corner, but using an agent, if you're looking to use an agent and you don't know exactly how to use their kit, just watch other people, watch streams, watch gameplay, and you'll learn a lot. You can only, there's not a whole lot you can teach when it comes to just talking. It's mostly watching that will help you learn how to pick up a particular agent. But in any case, I'd appreciate if you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Really helps out the channel. I'm trying to put out a video every single day, and that can be difficult with my schedule. Obviously, I've got a full-time job and a family, so there's only so much I can do in a day. But like I said, I'm trying to get out as much as I can. In any case, guys, take it easy.
What a fucking nut.
GG's, guys.
Jeez.
Defenders win.
41 kills, Jesus.
Yeah, man. Fucking crazy shit.